Hey guys, my name is Nora Franche, and welcome to the podcast Grateful Blessed Mess, daily reflections for those in the 12 steps. I am a fellow 12-stepper and certified mindset coach, and I am here to introduce you to the value of mindset coaching in your 12-step journey. So if you feel like you are stuck in the steps, if you're slipping and sliding with your abstinence, mindset coaching may help you as it did me, and you can find me at catholicmindsetcoaching.com. These episodes are meant to invite you in to consider the truths of 12-step wisdom and to join in the very real struggle of living them in action. I hope that it feels almost like a mini meeting, and I invite you to contribute your own share on the Grateful Blessedness Facebook group to keep the discussion going. My comments are based on my own experience, so feel free to take what you like and leave the rest. But my hope is to encourage you on your own daily 12-step journey. As they say, you cannot stay clean on yesterday's shower. So without further ado, let's begin. Hey guys, a day at a time, November 24th. Reflection for the day. Although we came into program to deal with a specific problem, we soon became aware that we could find not only freedom from addiction, but freedom to live in the real world without fear and frustration. We learned that the solutions are within ourselves. With the help of my higher power, I can enrich my life with comfort, enjoyment, and deep down serenity. Am I changing from my own worst enemy to my own best friend? Today I pray. May I praise my higher power for my freedoms, from addiction, from spiritual bankruptcy, from loneliness, from fear, from the seesaw of pride, from despair, from delusions, from shallowness, from doom. I give thanks for the way of life that has given me these freedoms and replaces the empty spaces with extra goodness and peace of mind. Today I will remember to give thanks for all my freedoms. Hey, who doesn't want all of that? It's so cool. And when they list in the beginning, I'm trying to look this up really quick. In the big book, the list of bedevilments. Big book. Okay. Maybe I can get to it. It's listing here that they not only have a life free from addiction, but free from fear and frustration. And I very much relate with the list of bedevilments that is listed in the big book, because I felt like even though I was dry or abstinent, I was still very much at the mercy of all these things. So I'm going to read it to you, because I think in a broader sense, this person's saying that they're free from all of the bedevilments. And so it's on page 52 of the big book in the chapter We Agnostics. We were having trouble with personal relationships. We couldn't control our emotional natures. We were prey to misery and depression. We couldn't make a living. We had a feeling of uselessness. We were full of fear. We were unhappy. We couldn't seem to be of real help to other people. Was not a basic solution of these bedevilments more important than whether we should see newsreels of lunar flight? And they're talking about it in context. They're referencing how easily we are able to believe in the next, technological advancement, but we have so much resistance to believing in a higher power. Why not? If there's a solution that can save us from all of these bedevilments, being prey to misery and depression, having trouble with personal relationships, feeling useless. The promises are really, the counter to all of those bedevilments. And that was something that I still was having trouble being in and finding in my own recovery, and coaching just really, really hit the nail on the head for me in terms of helping me move on to this next chapter where I could really start to control my emotional natures, because it just whittled it down to such a practical, step-by-step kind of tactical approach to dealing with my interior life, my mind, my thoughts, my desires, my feelings. It's everything that the big book says to do, but it's just the how-to of doing it in a very specific and concrete way. And it just blew the doors off of my step 6 and 7. I was just finally able to see my part, the reason why I was prey to misery, depression, the reasons why I couldn't control my emotional natures, and then gave me steps to do something about it. And it's just like, it's almost like a coaching session. Almost, it's kind of like a big 10th step or something. And so it's like every time I go through that process, it's like I'm just taking the long route on steps, 4 through 10 or whatever, I'm just taking the long way instead of doing whatever way I learned in program. I'm just doing it a little bit more thoroughly. And it just brings me so much joy because it brings me so much freedom to be able to call myself out on the stuff that I'm doing and identify how to correct it, how to make amends, and how to pray for the opposite thing of what I'm doing, and trust and put in my higher power's hands that I will move forward and toward that the next time. And part of it is just helped by having done all that work of teasing out my behaviors, is that the next time I'm doing them, I can spot it. And then once I've started to spot it, then I can catch it. And once I can catch it, I can correct it. And it's just been really beautiful and fulfilling. And I just want that for everybody else too, which is why I went in and became a coach, and look forward to working with so many more beautiful people in this world. With that, I pass. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. If you feel that mindset coaching could help you on your 12-step journey, please feel free to reach out and find me at catholicmindsetcoaching.com. This is not a replacement for 12-step work. This is something outside of the 12 steps. It is simply something that has a heart for the 12 steps and those who are in it. And so, welcome. If you are here, chances are you may also be a bit of a mess, and I hope that you can learn to find some gratitude in the blessings that have come from your messes.